So the good old Bill C-11, the one that we've been batting around for ages now, seems to be on the fast track to becoming law. What does that mean for anybody? What does it mean for anybody at all? Who knows? I mean, if you're a small-time creator, probably nothing. If you're a big-time creator, probably something. And if you're a big-time streaming service, yeah, it could be a pain in the butt too. So let's kind of just take a look at it and see what's going on. Bill C-11 just kind of revolves around this whole Canadian content issue. And in some sense, I understand it, but for the most part, it kind of goes against the whole idea of standing on your own merits. Is this really an act that is supposed to sort of help everyone out? Well, maybe not. Look at this quotation from this minister who's the, author of this whole thing, or the driving force. Basically, from what I'm reading here, it says he doesn't care, or they don't care about the individual user or what they're producing. It's going to be like more of, in terms of regulation. I think the key point here is they don't care. Trust me, the idea or concept of CanCon's been around for a long time. Many, many years ago, I had a radio show on a campus radio somewhere in Canada, I won't say where, and it was mandated that we had to play a certain amount of Canadian content every hour on the radio show, and we had to log it to prove that this happened. I'll just give you an idea of how many of those Canadian bands that I listened to or I had to put on by force I'm listening to today. I'll give you a hint, it rhymes with hero. So what exactly is going to happen with the big services? Well, they're probably going to do one of two things. Either they're going to implement some kind of a way that it's going to be a very specific type of service for Canada, or on the other hand, they may say, you know what, the heck with it, we're not going to get involved. As the Canadian content creators, the ones that have established themselves and they're actually, making a good go of it as a business, they're going to have to decide, well, if they see a negative downswing in their viewership, they might just have to leave and go somewhere else where they are going to be able to get a wider range of viewers, aka going stateside. As far as the end user is concerned, I mean, that'd be like 98% of the people who go on YouTube. Well, in Canada, you might be looking for something, let's say Minecraft video. You're going to be able to watch will be things produced in Canada, which that's nice and everything, but that might not necessarily be what you're looking for. If Marshall McLuhan were alive today, I think he'd be pretty unhappy with this piece of legislation. Kind of goes against everything that he foretold with his global village. But who knows? Perhaps this legislation will help little content creators or unknowns who might not normally get a fair chance at it. Maybe they'll suddenly have a spotlight on them. Maybe they'll be able to become like, the well-known YouTubers and the TikTokers and all the rest of it. Find that hardly likely to happen, but you just never know. So let's stay tuned, folks, and maybe it'll all work out in the end.